Vermont's workforce has been shrinking for years now, leaving many businesses and communities scrambling to try to fill jobs. NBC5's Yunia Martinez is live in the newsroom now with some ways that organizations are stepping in with new strategies to keep Vermonters working in the state. Yunia.
Jack, it's no secret Vermont's workforce has been getting smaller for years. Fewer graduates, fewer workers, and more people leaving the states for opportunities elsewhere. But now, a growing number of organizations believe technology and innovation could help turn the trend around. An organization hoping to add more solutions is the Vermont Technology Alliance. Leaders say the key to keeping talent in-state starts with stronger connections between schools, businesses, and local governments. The group is working to link students with internships and long-term career paths that lead to jobs right here in Vermont. Meanwhile, other organizations are looking for new ways to recruit and educate people about the many different career options available across the state.
Aligning up more internship opportunities and with longer co-ops and opportunities to really work at that organization and ideally work towards a full-time role.
And we've already done the hard part, which is getting them to Vermont. And so I think that if we can convince people who have come out of state to college here to stay in Vermont, that's a great win for all of us. And to convince Vermonters who are, who get their higher education to not, go elsewhere is important as well.
And this week, there are several career and job fairs happening across Vermont, including Tech Jam this Saturday. A full list of events can be found on our website. That's mynbc5.com. For now, we're live here in the newsroom. Yunia Martinez, NBC5 News.
And Yunia, there's a new tool available to help match people with jobs in Vermont that they might not normally pursue. It's called Vermont Town Careers. It's a new online campaign from the Vermont League of Cities and Towns to address the workforce shortage on the municipal level. CEO of the league, Ted Brady, says local towns and cities have faced a number of challenges like an aging workforce, a push toward remote work, and just a lack of understanding about some of the opportunities that are out there.
Cities and towns don't do much recruitment. They're not doing a hard push to try to expose you to the fact that if you want to go into finance, you could work in your town office just down the road. If you like operating heavy machinery, you could go and be a road crew member. There's just so many opportunities. What about recreation? If you like teaching kids, school's not the only place you can take a job. What about working in a recreation department where you're interacting with kids in after-school programs or working in the soccer or the Little League programs? All of these have ties to the town.
Now, this website doesn't just feature job descriptions. There will also be testimony from town managers and people in municipal careers who can paint a better picture of all the opportunities and benefits that are available. We spoke with Ted Brady about some of those benefits on yesterday's episode of NBC5 In Depth. You can watch that full segment right now on our website, mynbc5.com.